Hello students, I hope you can hear me. Good afternoon bete. Yes, Shreyanshi Dali, can you hear me? Shreyanshi, Bhumika, can you hear me? Okay. I hope you people can hear me. Yes. So we will start today's class. It's all about poem comprehension. Era gaming is written. No mom, but remaining all students can hear. So I will go ahead. So students, you have done comprehension passage exercises right from first standard, right? So you have already done it and you know how to do that part, but we will have a revision of comprehension practice of the unseen passages also. Now we are going to have Era. Era, do you mean that you cannot hear me? Okay. So today we will be discussing this and learning the new topic, that is poem comprehension. Third standard onwards, you will have not only unseen passage comprehension, you have to attend unseen poem comprehension too. So how do you attend unseen poem comprehension? What are the things that you have to take care while you are attending poem comprehension? These are the things which we are going to discuss in this particular session. So a hearty welcome to all of the students to attend this new section, and remember, this is one of the very important class because poem comprehension will continue till 10th standard and you will lose 5 marks per paper if you don't understand this class. And it is a topic which you have to study in the higher sessions too. So pay attention and look at the slide. Poem comprehension. Here you can see the faces of the greatest poets of English language. Right. Now let's see what is the purpose of poem comprehension. When we give some exercises or when we teach some lessons to the students, there is a particular aim or there is a particular purpose for teaching that particular topic. So here, let's see what is the purpose of teaching this particular lesson or this topic. That is what you see here. It is the aim or purpose. So the aim or purpose of giving poem comprehension exercises to the student is to check students. बच्चों का कोई चीज़ से चेक करने के लिए पोएम कॉम्प्रहेंशंस देते हैं. क्या क्या है? अंडरस्टैंडिंग ऑफ द कंटेंट ऑफ द पोएम. हाउ द स्टूडेंट्स अंडरस्टैंड द कंटेंट ऑफ ए पोएम बाय रीडिंग इट. We read stories, we read poems, we read articles, general passages, etc. Right? So poem comprehension is given to you as an exercise in the examination to know your understanding of the content of that particular poem just by reading yourself. Nobody will explain. You will read it yourself and you will understand, and how you understand, how much you understand. To know that, we give this particular exercise in the examination. Second, processing of information according to the questions. So suppose you read a poem and you understood the gist of the poem, but उससे नहीं होता है. With that only the exercise is not over. After understanding the content of the poem, what you have to do next is to process the information. Means whatever you understood from the poem, this information or knowledge you have to write in the form of answers according to the questions. Means after every unseen passage or after every unseen poem, you will get a set of questions. You have to write the answer for that set of questions by yourself. Okay. So here, when you get a set of questions after the poem, how you are capable of writing the sentences or how you are capable of writing the answers by yourself. This is the second point which the examiner would like to assess about you by giving the exercise poem comprehension. And the third aim or purpose of giving poem comprehension is to enhance your reading skill. Means when you get a poem comprehension exercise, the first thing what you have to do is you have to read that poem quickly. One time you should, first time or the one time you should read it very fast, just to get some general idea about the poem. Suppose the poem is about flowers. So once you read that poem very fast, you get to know or you understand that this poem is all about flowers. Now, second time you should read little slower than that of the first time. Means you read more slowly than that of the first time. This time you should understand. This time you should try to understand the details of the poem. Means what are the flowers mentioned in the poem, what are the colors mentioned in the poem. These are all the things which you should understand. Children, can't you hear me? Here Rajneesh Bodhankar has written that sound is not coming. For others, are you Shubham Dale, please type whether you can hear me. If you can hear me, you write you are audible. Shubham, you write you are audible if you can hear me. Then I will proceed with the class. Shreyanshi, I am waiting for your answer. Okay, thank you. So, the purpose or aim of giving poem comprehension exercises are to check the students' understanding of the content of the poem. Second is how the student process the information which the child got from the poem according to the answers. Okay. And the third point is to enhance your reading skill. Means just quick reading to understand the general concepts, then little slow reading to understand the details of the poem. So I told you, suppose the poem is all about flowers. With your first reading you understand that this poem is all about flowers. But next time when you read, you are reading for details. At that time you will search for the details or you will try to understand the poem in deeper level. At that time you will understand the type of flowers mentioned in the poem and how each flower is described, and what are the colors of the poem mentioned, what are the colors of the flowers mentioned in the poem, such as. Okay. So now you understood the purpose. First is to check your understanding. Second is how you write the answers on your own. And third one is to enhance or develop your reading skill. Now, how should you attend the questions, or how do we do the evaluation of a poem comprehension? Okay. Once the comprehension poem is given to you, you must know what are the methods of evaluation that the examiner used to do or apply in the question paper to understand your comprehension skill. So, the examiner or the person who set the questions, they provide you a set of questions. Means different kinds of questions based on the poem. the examiner provides a poem to you and they ask different kinds of questions based on that particular poem for you to answer it. Okay. Second, how do they evaluate you? By analyzing the answers written by you. How do you write the answers? Is it correct? Does it have proper sentence? Is it in a proper sentence? Or whether they have used the punctuations or not, whether they have used the keywords from the poem or not. Okay, all these things will be checked by analyzing the answer and rewarding the marks. So this is how the method of evaluation works in a poem comprehension. The examiner provides you a set of questions and they analyze the answers which is written by you after reading the poem. Now, what is the third thing? Let's see in the third slide. How to attend. Now you understood the purpose of the poem comprehension, why these questions are given. And second, you understood the methods of evaluation, how the examiner is going to check your comprehension skill. And you know these two. अभी आपकी काम स्टार्ट हो गया. क्या है? कैसा मुझे ये अटेंड करना है, पोएम कॉम्प्रहेंशन मुझे कैसा अटेंड करना है. दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर यू, राइट? तो हाउ टू अटेंड पोएम कॉम्प्रहेंशन, दिस इज द वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट स्लाइड फॉर यू. लुक, आई हैव मेड दिस स्लाइड विथ 4 डिटेल्स ओनली. Okay, these are the 4 details which you should remember when you are attending a poem comprehension exercise. See, read the poem very well for details. So I told you already, one time or the first time when you are reading an unseen poem or a passage, what you should do is you should read it slowly. First of all, don't read it slowly. First of all, you read quickly. First reading should be quick reading for understanding the general idea. Suppose you understood this particular poem is all about birds, and next time, second time, what you do is read slowly to understand the details. Details means which bird is mentioned in this poem. Suppose this poem is all about peacock. So second time when you read, you understand it's all about peacock. And now you understand that the poem is all about a peacock only, not a peahen. And again when you read it slowly, you understand in the third paragraph it is written all about the beauty of the peacock. So like that you get more details. So the first and the foremost thing to do is, first time when you read the poem, read fast to get the general idea. Second time, read slowly to get details. Okay, now first thing is over. Now second thing, understand the question and search for the information. Now you read the poem 2 times. Now you know the details and general ideas. So now it is time for you to read the question carefully and understand the question. What does this question ask you? And then search in the poem for the information what is needed for you to answer the question. For example, you have to find some opposites from the particular poem. So it is written huge. Write the opposite of the word from the poem. Now you have to search the poem whether there is huge opposite is there. Somewhere if small is seen, you can write small as the answer. Somewhere if you find little, you can write little also as answer. Or if somewhere you see tiny, then you can pick up that word. These 3 words can be picked up from the poem. Okay, so first understand the question, then search for the answers in the particular poem. Now the third thing to do, use only keywords from the text. This is what you are not doing most of the time. Most of the time when we correct the paper, suppose a question is asked, then what the children do is they directly copy the line of the poem and write it as answer. वो करना नहीं है, ऐसा करने से मार्क नहीं मिलेगा. ओके, व्हाट यू हैव टू डू इज यू हैव टू यूज ओनली कीवर्ड, मीन्स सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट पोएम जो है वही पोएम से लेना है. And then what you have to do is you have to frame your own sentences for writing the answer. Suppose the question is that what is the season mentioned in the poem? So season is not directly mentioned. Suppose it is pitter patter raindrops. So the child is writing like this. The question is what is the season mentioned in the poem? The child's answer may be pitter patter raindrops. Can you accept it as an answer? When you hear pitter, when you see or read pitter patter raindrops, you must understand the season. What is the season, children? You type in the chat box, live chat box. When you read pitter patter raindrops, what season is it? What do you understand as the season? The question is that what is the season mentioned in the poem? So what will be your answer? All are writing okay, yes, okay, yes. No answer is coming. When you read pitter patter raindrops, what is the season mentioned here? Yes, it is rainy season, right? So your answer should be, better it is not rain, it is rainy season or monsoon season. Okay. So what is the season mentioned in the poem? If you write pitter patter raindrops, the teacher or examiner cannot give you mark. That's what it is written. Use the keywords only from the text or from the poem. You have to write in your own language. It is rainy season mentioned in the poem, or it is rainy season, or it is monsoon season. You will get full mark. Instead, if you copy the line from the poem as pitter patter raindrops, you will not get any mark. That is what is the third point tells you. Now, look at the fourth poem. Write answers in your own language. This is what I was telling you. This third point and the fourth point are correlated. So third point says pick up only the keywords from the text or from the poem, and the fourth point says that write answers in your own language, such as it is rainy season or it is monsoon season, as I told you in the sample. So kids, I hope you understood these 3 slides, and the rest of the slides with a sample we will be solving in the next class. That means Monday. So Monday when you come for the class, students listen, Monday when you come for the class, you must bring your English notebook with you, because I will be giving you a sample poem comprehension in that class. Okay. So you all will be ready for Monday's class with your notebook, English notebook, pencil and eraser. Okay. So the next portion of the slide, means the next slides what are going to come are going to show you sample poem comprehension, which will help you to understand the poem comprehension's content what we have discussed now in a better way. Okay. So I hope children you understood what I have taught you right now, and we will meet in the next class. Till then, bye bye and be safe. And students, Monday there will be a test on adjectives. Okay, Monday be ready for a test on adjectives. Okay, fine children.